Venezuelan President Maduro has returned from his global tour. He traveled for 2 weeks to raise money and seek cooperation from other oil-producing states to help prop up oil prices. Markovits is live for us in Caracas for more. Hi, Martin.
Hi, Philip. Yes, Maduro returned to a country on the edge, where some people are now standing over 8 hours in line to buy basic products. While he has been mum on the details of what he accomplished on this trip, much of the foreign press has called the trip a disaster. They point out that he was not able to convince OPEC to cut oil production or get the necessary loans to keep the economy afloat. But the Venezuelan president says he will announce new remedies to the economy at his State of the Union address tomorrow.
The banners welcoming President Nicolas Maduro home showed him shaking hands with world leaders. The banners said, "Successful tour." That's the way Maduro described it too.
I can say it was a very productive, very successful trip for the rebirth of our economy.
The question is, how does Maduro define success? He went to China and Russia seeking new loans, and to fellow OPEC countries asking for production cuts to halt the slide in oil prices. So far, Maduro hasn't provided any details on the deals, and OPEC won't cut production. While he was away, state-run supermarkets started a new rationing system to handle the long lines of people seeking scarce household goods. But the government still insists the trip will be a boon for Venezuela's troubled economy.
By virtue of this tour, the president took advantage to review conventions that will strengthen the national economy as well as geopolitical relations.
While some have been quick to call the international tour a success, others say painful economic adjustments await Maduro if he hopes to steer Venezuela out of recession.
This could include raising gas prices, the cheapest in the world, and even devaluing Venezuela's currency.
The president is in a difficult position because he needs to make some hard, unpopular measures. We have to see if the government has the mettle to make the necessary adjustments, which will certainly have their political cost.
President Maduro said he will make important economic announcements on Tuesday in his State of the Union address.
Yes, all eyes are now on tomorrow's State of the Union speech. Maduro actually canceled it last week in order to continue his foreign trip. But with many experts now saying the country might default, there is skepticism as to whether the government has the capacity to solve Venezuela's deep economic problems.
Hey, Martin, it sounds like there's quite a bit at stake here. I'm just curious, the people there, what do they expect to hear in the speech?
Well, little has been revealed about the measures Maduro will announce tomorrow, but a lot of people in the press and many experts say that Venezuela could find revenue in raising the price of gas, which is cheaper than actually buying a can of Coke here. They also say the country could sell Venezuela's numerous refineries and its U.S. subsidiary, Citgo. Maduro could also try to unify the currency exchange system. Right now, there are 3 different exchange systems and a thriving black market. And this could help bring more dollars into the country, which could help Venezuela import basic staples that the country desperately needs. But in the last year, Maduro has avoided making these hard political decisions, mostly because it could drive down the popular support among the poor, his key political base, on the eve of a congressional election this year. But with the wait at lines at supermarkets at an all-time high, he might not have a choice anymore. Last time Venezuela was in this kind of situation was in 1989. That actually resulted in a week of rioting across the country. And that is something that Maduro hopes to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, you're barely touching on some of the shortages that we've reported on here over the last couple of weeks. Martin, I trust you'll continue to follow this story for us. Thank you.